Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, the final quarterfinal of the day here on Saturday at the 2021 VLA Cup. I'm Rob St. Clair, and as you can see behind me, one of the very most classic VLA matchups, the Chicago Icemen versus New York's Team LVC, a rematch of last year's Kickoff Classic Championship match held here in this building. And these two teams played twice a month ago in Buffalo, with Chicago winning both times. But the stakes in this match that much higher, because only one of these teams, the winner of this match, makes it to Championship Sunday and has a chance to win this tournament. The other team is done. The other team is out of championship contention. So we've seen this battle so many times. This will be the latest and greatest chapter in the LVC Icemen rivalry. So a lot to get to about these two teams, some new faces for both of them this weekend. Importantly, to start off here for the Chicago Icemen, Dave Wyzorek, the reigning MVP from last summer, is here, but you may or may not see him. He's coming off of a pair of consecutive concussions that he suffered towards the end of his professional season in Germany. So Wyzorek much less than 100%. He's here. You might see him, you might not. But Chicago plenty deep anyway, and a guy set to give LVC nightmares, just as he did in Buffalo, is Kyle Overby, number 4 in blue here behind me, outside hitter out of Lindenwood. For Team LVC, some big pickups. Greg Petty, a Chicago native guy, playing for Team LVC this weekend, an extremely experienced high-level outside hitter. And then another big pickup, libero Andrew Sato out of Long Beach State, wearing the off-color jersey and taking up so much backcourt space and service-even defense. So both these teams built to compete for this championship, but only one of them will advance to Sunday. And throughout the next hour or two or more, we're going to find out who it is. Thanks for joining us live here on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you're not already, press that red button. On the other court right now, by the way, Chicago Swede versus New York LVC's second team. So similar city associations in that match versus this one. That one is being recorded locally and will be uploaded after the weekend. But now all focus on the latest and greatest chapter in Icemen versus LVC. Let's get to the match. Just about ready here for our final quarterfinal. 3 teams already earned their spots in tomorrow morning's semifinals. All 3 California teams in this VLA Cup tournament. The SoCal Rising Tide, Northern California Sport Connects, and Southern California Ruckus, all already in the semifinals. Just one spot remaining for one of these 2 teams. Like I just mentioned, the Icemen have absolutely dominated this rivalry recently, winning both matches in the series in Buffalo, and of course, winning the all-important matchup last summer in the Kickoff Classic Championship match. But a substantially increased West Coast presence in this tournament, leaving only one spot available for these 2 great VLA teams, and we're about to find out who's going to grab it. Really excited to get a look at Sunil Thomas, number 5 in blue, the setter out of Ohio State for Chicago in his first VLA action this weekend. The outsides for Chicago will be Kyle Overby, as I mentioned in the pre-show, and Mike Mikolau, who just got done winning the Swedish domestic championship a few weeks ago. For LVC, Greg Petty and I believe Nick Smith are the outside hitters, with Jordan Varee the all-important opposite. And Christian Smith, the former Division III National Player of the Year, will start us off at the setter position for Team LVC in black on the far side of your screen. Perfect pass by Mikolau. Mikolau absolutely hammered on the bick. What a great start for the Chicago Icemen. A fantastic, oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. LVC takes the point on a back row attack violation. Mikolau stepped on the 3-meter line as he jumped to attack that ball. So the hype subdued briefly there for Chicago. Now Overby, what a dig by Sato, oh my goodness. Petty has to send over a free ball. Poindexter on the give and go. Really nice play there by number 18 in blue. Handling that first contact and being available quickly. And Thomas finds him. Brandon Poindexter, reigning all-tournament middle blocker from last summer. 6'9", from suburban Boston. Went to Boston College, but has lived in Chicago now for several years. Big part of the local community. Here's our first look at Thomas from the service line. A very dangerous jump spin server against LVC's rotation 1. Rogers is dug by Jositis, but Overby down. Overby with an awkward landing off that block. He's up, he's walking it off. That's a really good sign. That did not look good early on. Overby has walked it off. He's now sitting on the Icemen bench. I don't think a point is going to be awarded on this play. We saw earlier what I think is a similar looking injury to the Boston Bounces. Jeff Vautrin, their outside hitter, landed and twisted an ankle. One of the very few but common volleyball injuries. Overby such an important piece to this Icemen team. I really hope that he's going to be okay. Maybe even not for this match, but for the rest of the season. So we'll get some trainer attention for Overby, and in the meantime, number 88 in blue, Will Kraft, comes in to replace him. Outside hitter out of Carthage, who had a good season in Lüneburg in Germany this year. So Kraft not particularly expecting to play this match, but here he is in the L1 spot, receiving on the right side in rotation 1. LVC is going to be awarded a point there on that play. So Greg Petty back to serve on the far side of your screen. Good serve working on his seam. Jositis keeps it alive. Kraft right off the bench, down the line on the right side, dug by Sato. Smith into the block of Poindexter, and nobody there deep to cover on the New York side. Big move that time by number 18 in blue. And Andrew Sato, number 20 in white and pink on the far side of your screen. An incredibly big pickup for Team LVC. You will see him as one of the very few difference-making liberos. Actually, not that few. There are so many in this tournament this weekend. Sato, one of the very best. Great pass on a tough float serve. Varee is rejected by Poindexter, with Mikolau there as well. And Brandon Poindexter all over this, with his fingerprints all over this match so far. I want to make sure we have the score correct. The score 4-1 Chicago. Wait a minute. (4-2) Chicago is the correct score. Varee dug by Kraft in middle back. Smith down the line, missed it out of bounds. Good call by both line judges. That was in on the end line, but out on the sideline. Nick Smith, number 23 in black and pink, the younger brother of setter Christian. Good looking pull across his body that time, but a little bit double cross, missed it just wide. So 5-2 now Chicago. Kraft continues to serve, fresh off the bench. Early on here in set number 1. Not a great pass by Petty, but Rogers available in the middle. Good digs from Jositis. Mikolau, what a great high swing that is. Just fantastic athleticism by number 12 in blue. Mike Mikolau out of Trevor, Wisconsin, the first All-American in the history of the Conference Carolinas, playing at Erskine. Nice start here for the Icemen, who had a very rough day yesterday, going 0-2 against Boston and Ruckus. That's got to be, oh, wow, I do not know about that call. Brandon Poindexter called for reaching over the net. LVC is going to take a point there. Christian Smith, the back row setter, was apparently able to go up and get that before it got to the plane of the net. Perfect hand pass by Jositis. Thomas Wow, what a block cover that is. Overpass is dug by Kraft. Mikolau again, really good block touch there by Lugo Rodriguez, who then gets up immediately and pounds that ball cross body in transition. Wow, what a play by number 17 in black and pink. Just coming into the match in the second middle blocker spot. Amir Lugo Rodriguez out of Long Beach State, the current assistant coach on the women's side at Northwestern University near Chicago, so there's some connection there. First look at Griffin Shields on the right side. Really good block cover again by Kraft. Vareed will have an out-of-system swing. Excellent swing. He got the touch off the fingertips of Mikolau and deflected long. And Jordan Vareed, number 15 in black, the Legion opposite, one of the most very important players on that team, hitting a lot of balls on that right side. And I got to be honest with you, and he'll agree with this, he has not had the best season so far. LVC really needs a lot more out of Vareed. Great block touch, the middle attack slowed down. Smith against three big blockers, and he's rejected. Griffin Shields all over that one with Poindexter there as well. Brandon Poindexter already in 7 Chicago points, is responsible for maybe 4 of them. The big middle blocker with his fingerprints all over this thing early, and Griffin Shields, number 13 in blue, very much worth talking about as well. The opposite out of Carthage. Lugo Rodriguez splits a seam in the middle. Mikolau barely too late to close the gap with Scott Sawicki that time. Sawicki, number 22 in blue, out of Lindenwood, the second middle blocker for Chicago. Heavy serve coming from Vareed, handled pretty well by Mikolau. He gets his set all the way on the outside, high off the fingertips of Lugo Rodriguez, and barely out of the reach of Greg Petty in middle back. Some really good high-level volleyball being played here early on, even despite the early injury to Kyle Overby, who's got ice on his ankle on the Chicago bench right now. First look at Griffin Shields from the service line, opposite, like I mentioned, out of Division III Carthage. Heavy serve handled reasonably well by Nick Smith. Great block touch by Sawicki. Opportunity here in transition, but a miscommunication between Sawicki and Sunil Thomas. Sawicki running the gap, Thomas setting the tight spaced one ball, and a missed opportunity there for the Icemen. Close set here in set number 1, 7 serving 8. We play best 3 out of 5 sets to 25 points. You must win by 2, of course, and LVC, as they so much love to do, they love to go 5, and if we get there, it'll be played only to 15. Mikolau again, great touch by Lugo Rodriguez, kept alive by Christian Smith. This will be Petty out of system. Covered off the block of Thomas. Oh, really good set that time by Lugo Rodriguez, but an even better block. Sunil Thomas one-on-one. Gets the better of Greg Petty that time. Thomas, a 2-time national champion at Ohio State in 2016 and 17, was the backup on those teams to setter Christy Blau, who very often plays for Team LVC. So there's a connection there as well. Lucky serve by Mikolau, clips the tape and ends up being an ace. He couldn't do that again if he tried, but the Icemen will take it. They lead 10-7. Rotation 5 receive. The big physical setter Smith in the front row with Petty and Lugo Rodriguez. Great pass by Sato. Right on cue. What a play by Griffin Shields to keep that alive off the Smith dump. Smart reset there by Kraft. Shields out of the back row. Oh, and a block by Lugo Rodriguez can't quite be covered. There is some really high-level volleyball being played right now. That was such a smart shot by Kraft, intentionally high into the hands of the block to get it reset on his side. But then Lugo Rodriguez with a really good move to shut down Griffin Shields, and he goes back to serve here with Rogers back into the front row. Sawicki absolutely destroyed, wrist away. Wow, what a piece of offense that was off the right sideline. Cut that ball back to his right. Beautiful rip that time by number 22 in blue. Big jump serve from Sawicki, clips the tape, pretty good pass. This is Petty against 3 blockers. Beats them through a small seam somehow and down on the Chicago side. Greg Petty, like I mentioned, a Chicago native from suburban Downers Grove. and took Lewis University all the way to the national championship game in 2015. So a lot of familiarity between Petty and this Icemen roster. Poindexter again, and that is absolutely unstoppable. Such high contact off the fingertips of Lance Rogers and couldn't be retrieved by the LVC backcourt. Brandon is hot early on here in this match. Good rip by Thomas, a serve. Wow, what a beautifully located and hard hit jump serve by Sunil Thomas right in the seam between Sato and Nick Smith. And even a libero as good as Andrew Sato is, a serve with that much pace that far to his left is going to be pretty much impossible. 13-9 Chicago. Oh, cuts that one short. I like that adjustment. Read, though, by Sato. Petty on the right side. Absolutely destroyed cross court in rotation one. I was so impressed by Greg Petty yesterday in Team LVC's 3-1 win over the SoCal Rising Tide. Just all sorts of offensive output in addition to blocking and serving. He went on a huge run in set 4 to win that match. Can he do it again here to get his team back into set number 1? Not quite, misses that one short. Will Kraft here, number 88 in blue, also out of Carthage in southeastern Wisconsin, who just won their first national championship on the Division III level. Kraft went back to Germany this year to play in the top division for Lüneburg. What a read by Jositis off the block touch. Kick saved by Kraft. Is that going to go in? Oh my goodness, that would have been absolutely unbelievable. Oh man. Amazing read by Jositis off the block touch. Will Kraft kicked that ball before it got to the wall. Good hustle play by Thomas, but couldn't quite send it over inside the antennas. LVC takes the point. Wow. Already some highlight reel stuff here happening in set 1. Float serve pushes Jositis deep, but it handles it well. What a set that time by Thomas. And no doubt about that one by Griffin Shields down the line. Completely fooled the block of Nick Smith that time. Serving substitute in here, the Icemen captain Tim Faulkner replaces Brandon Poindexter to serve and play some defense. Good float serve down the line, working on Smith. Smith off the block of Shields. That was definitely touched. Yeah, good call, called right away. Faulkner back to the bench as the service sub is undone. (15-12) the score in favor of Chicago with a big server here in Jordan Vary. Really good pass by Mikolau. Kraft out of the pipe, absolutely destroyed. Oh, that is just so beautiful to watch. Excellent set by Thomas, keeping the spacing of that bick intact, absolute to the court rather than relative to the setter. Setting Kraft behind him and absolutely no blockers available there for LVC. Good serve there by Shields. Handled decently well by Sato. Good block touch by Thomas. And not a system opportunity coming here for Mikolau for Chicago. Into the block, Sawicki makes the coverage play. Whoa, the round-a-house from Mikolau, dug by Petty. Petty low set out of the back row. All he wanted was the fingertips, and he did not get him. That ball definitely underset by Christian Smith, and LVC needing a timeout here. Let me tell you guys, it is night and day, the difference between the Chicago team that we saw yesterday get absolutely steamrolled by Ruckus in the early afternoon compared to the Chicago team that we're seeing here so far in set number 1. They have completely flipped a switch, and they needed it. Chicago beating their in-town rival Swede this morning, 3-0. This is LVC's first match of the day, actually, as they won their pool. beating the New York Pride yesterday morning before beating SoCal's Rising Tide to win Pool B and earn this bye to this spot in the bracket. But as we've seen so far, the pool winners, Boston Bounce and Team Pineapple, both lost their quarterfinal matches. (17-12) Chicago. Shields going after this serve again. See who he targets. Good pass by Nick Smith. That's the big attack to Petty that LVC wanted last time. Hammered straight down the middle of the court. Really good pass that time by Nick Smith. So Smith will go back to serve, a pretty dangerous jump spinner. Him and his brother both out of SUNY New Paltz, the frequent Division III champions. This is going to be Shields' way out of system. Can he score in these situations? Yes, he can. That is a really high-level opposite swing. Out of the back row against two big blockers in a badly out-of-system situation and still able to score right inside the end line. That is what Hersching in Germany paid Griffin Shields to do a few seasons ago. Serve by Mikolau missed short. He really went after that one. Why not? I like the aggressiveness there by Chicago, and a service sub going to come in for LVC. Number 6 in black, Andrew Fishman, to serve for Lugo Rodriguez and play some defense. Fishman, a very good jump server, and Chicago knows it. These two teams know a lot about one another. Perfect pass by Jasitis. Sawicki over the top of the block of Rogers and down. Sunil Thomas is running a really nice offense right now for the Chicago Icemen. And some pretty good service reception definitely helps that cause. Oh, that serve by Sawicki barely missed out of bounds. I thought that might have caught a piece of the end line. LVC needing a little run on serve here. Good front row to do it with Vary, Rogers, and Petty against Chicago's rotation 6. Good pass by Kraft. Thomas wins the joust, but picked up by Sato on the New York side. Petty high off the fingertips. And a really good smart swing by number 19 in black. Thomas for Chicago, a really physical, athletic setter, but only about 6'1", so Petty's got an advantage there in just pure size. 16-19. Perfect pass by Kraft again. Look at the tempo of that set to the outside. Kraft on the give and go puts that one away against one blocker, and a fantastic delivery by Sunil Thomas. (2016) Chicago, rotation 1 receive here for New York. Oh, that serve barely missed the deep cross-court corner. We talk about this rivalry a lot. These two teams play all the time, and almost always what it comes down to, I mean, in high-level volleyball in general, but this matchup in particular, serving and passing. And so far, it just seems like Chicago is applying more service pressure. Transition opportunity here for New York. Petty out of the back row, wrist away. Really good set that time by Christian Smith, and a good block touch set it up. LVC back within 2, 18 serving 20, and Petty, a lethal server back there. And Chicago obviously knows it. Wow, Kraft barely able to keep that ball alive. Swing against two blockers, out of bounds. Good high-level swing that time by Will Kraft in an important situation. The Chicago lead back up to 3. That was huge. LVC could have trimmed it to 1, and the difference, only a fingertip touch. 21-18. Clips the tape, handled easily by Sato. Smith to Vuri on the right side! Is absolutely clamped by Mike Mikolau. Wow, what a move by number 12 in blue. All over the highlight reel with that stuff block. And I mentioned Vuri's got to play a little bit better if Team LVC's gonna reach the semifinals tomorrow and eventually their championship goal. And a one-on-one situation, LVC really expected him to put that ball away, but an even better block move made by Mike Mikolau. (22-18) Chicago. That's effectively an ace serve on the float serve of Will Kraft. Not a good pass by Greg Petty, and Smith didn't call for help soon enough, so none came. 23-18 now. Chicago pulling away here at the end of set number 1. Oh, that's such a good float serve by Kraft. Nick Smith way out of system. Somehow finds a little bit of space through the block and down on the Chicago side. That is a crucial point for Team LVC. And a service sub going to come in here, number 13 in black, the legendary Eric Martin, 48-year-old backup setter, replaces Lance Rogers to serve and play some defense. Perfect pass by Mikolau's hands. One-handed set from Thomas de Poindexter. And terminated off the block of Lugo Rodriguez. And set point now coming up. 5 of them for the Chicago Icemen to get on the board here first in this quarterfinal matchup. Poindexter going to stay in and serve. Working on Petty. Vuri absolutely destroyed down the line. And that's a really good sign if you're Team LVC for the rest of this match. Jordan's so good at hitting that shot, and only one blocker there up against him. Left plenty of space between the outside hand and the antenna. Vuri handled reasonably well by Kraft. Right on the net, and Sawicki for the set. Dents the floorboard's wrist away, and that's it. The Chicago Icemen in impressive fashion overcome Kyle Overby's early ankle injury. And they still take set number 1 by a score of 25-20. Teams will change sides, and a lot more volleyball coming here from the 2021 VLA Cup. We will be right back with set number 2. set number 2 coming your way live from the 2021 VLA Cup. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks for joining us as usual. Let me know in the YouTube chat where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. I can see all your comments. Thanks for tuning into this incredible match that we're watching so far. Also, let me know how the stream looks. I think this might be the best quality stream we've had so far. Had some struggles with the internet today, but cooperating a lot better now. Thomas starting off the match with a service error, or the set, excuse me, with a service error for Chicago on the far side. No lineup changes for either team. Lugo Rodriguez will be the first server for Team LVC in rotation 6. Poindexter, cross body. Nice hesitation there, waiting to see which shot Lance Rogers, the solo blocker, was going to take. And LVC showing that they are not going to help block with the middle from either pin spot. So that's something that Chicago might recognize and try to set middle a little bit more. Good pass there by Smith. Petty! What a dig by Jositis. Unbelievable play by the Chicago Icemen. What a dig by number 1 in white, Peter Jositis, the former national champion libero out of Loyola University, Chicago. That is about as good of a swing as Greg Petty can put on a ball. And credit to Poindexter setting that ball as well, eventually put away by Mikolau. 2-1 Chicago. Petty through a seam in the block is dug by Kraft in middle back. Transition opportunity here. Smart tip out of the back row and a diving Sato. Can't control it. Great play there individually by Will Kraft, making the defensive play, and then a smart, well-educated tip out of the pipe to where nobody was. (3-1) Chicago. Kraft serving again, handled by Smith. Platform set out to Petty. Absolutely crushed, sharp cross court. That is an absolute thing of beauty right there from number 19 in black. Sharp inside the block, right at about the 3-meter line. Not even Jositis could get a touch on that ball. Good pass by Chicago and detonated cross court by Griffin Shields. Nice side out that time out of rotation 2. And Griffin Shields playing really well so far. Opposite a very important spot for Chicago. Shields shaping up to be the guy throughout the season at that position. Not a great pass by Petty, but a one-handed set by Smith. Petty rejected, though, by Scott Sawicki. With Mikolau there as well. Really nice block move that time by number 22 in blue. Poindexter serving again. Good short serve by Poindexter. Repeats that to Petty. And another stuff block on the right side. This time Mikolau. And a substitution going to come in here. I was wondering if we might see this move. Number 25, Dave Evans, replaces Nick Smith at the outside hitter spot. There was one substitution I might have predicted for LVC. This is the one. So Evans, the smaller outside hitter at about 6'1" out of Stevens Institute of Technology, but so good, especially in the ball control phase. And right on cue, an absolutely perfect pass, but an even better dig by Kraft. Keeps that ball alive. Wow. Smith locates himself. Varee is covered. Petty's got to put this ball away. Good swing high into the hands. And a net violation committed by Chicago. So LVC does get out of rotation 1. Evans in right off the bench, getting targeted and serve received right away. And it was clear that the Icemen's service strategy for those servers who weren't going up and hitting the ball as hard as they could was to target Nick Smith. Now that he's gone to the bench, we'll see how the Chicago servers adjust. Dave Evans, a really good passer. Great pass by Kraft. Mikolau down the line. Just perfect swing that time by number 12 in blue. And as good of a ball controller as Dave Evans is, I mean, he was the National Player of the Year in Division III in 2015 as an outside at 6 feet tall, which is insane. He definitely gives up a lot in the blocking area and just pure size. And Shields, a big dude, the opposite for Chicago at 6'9", so that's a big matchup. Shields misses that serve. LVC clearly of the opinion now that the ball control of Dave Evans is worth a little bit of sacrificing in the blocking game. Passed a little bit on miss to Mikolau, off the block and covered on the Chicago side. Shields is roofed by Lugo Rodriguez. That is an outstanding move by number 17 in black. And not a bad swing at all by Shields. Pretty high into the deep cross court, but an even better block by Team LVC. They're back within 2 with Lance Rogers, the George Mason middle blocker, serving. Perfect pass. Sawicki kind of fingertipped and dug by Rogers. Evans, first swing of the match, is dug by Jositis. Thomas runs it down. Really good bump set to Mikolau, and he got the fingertips. That is Sunil Thomas, and taken advantage of by Mike Mikolau right off the fingertips of the block. How aggressive does Mikolau choose to be on this jump serve? Pretty aggressive, but handled pretty well by Petty. Varee on the right side through the block of Sawicki. That's kept alive somehow. Free ball opportunity here for New York. Varee again. High into the hands of Kraft and deflects, long out of the reach of Jositis. Really important that Jordan Varee for Team LVC continue to gain more confidence there on the right side. Smith doing a good job feeding him, getting him some one-on-ones. And this is the area where Varee might be even the most dangerous. Oh, wow, what a pass by Kraft. That could have easily been an ace. Shields into the block of Evans, kept alive by Smith. Evans out of system, and a really smart tip. Just a fantastic off-speed choice by Dave Evans, plus a Chicago net violation. Really good vision that time by number 27 in black. We saw Evans back in January in the first event of the season for Team LVC as they beat Team Pineapple. I think in a 3-set match, or a 4-set match, Dave Evans had 20 kills offensively at 6 feet tall, which is absolutely insane. So it tells you the kind of player that he is. Kraft covered off the block by Mikolau. Kraft will get another swing at this, way out of system, and what a dig by Sato. Evans again, reset, at least attempted reset into the block of Thomas. But that will end up being a stuff block for the Chicago Icemen. 9-7. Sawicki, the server, also very dangerous. Handled pretty well by Petty. This will be Evans against 2 big blockers. What a dig by Sawicki, the middle blocker. Shields right on the end line out of the back row. Everybody loves a middle getting back there and playing defense. And that just not just a dig, but a well-controlled dig from Scott Sawicki after his serve. Turns into an Icemen point immediately, and they lead by 3, 10-7. Sawicki again. Clips the tape, handled by Evans. Varee out of the back row, dug by Mikolau. Can Shields run this down? Yes. Sent over as a free ball. Varee again, absolutely destroyed down the line. Oh, I can just watch Jordan hit that shot all day long. His footwork so fascinating, and I talk about it on broadcasts all the time. Notice when he jump serves, he has conventional footwork, whereas a right-hander, his left foot is his last step. But not when he hits on the right side. He actually switches his feet based on where he is on the court. I've never seen another player do that before. Big attack to Mikolau, absolutely hammered. Look out below Jordan Veree defensively. Oh, man. The Icemen offense is really operating at a high level right now. Oh, what a move by Sato to even keep that serve alive. Veree again out of the back row through a small seam into blocking down. Veree looking really good lately here in set number 2, but how is LVC going to score points on serve? The Icemen side-out offense has been really effective so far, but this is an opportunity here in rotation 1 receive for LVC to score. But not if Lugar Rodriguez misses that serve out of bounds. Bad timing on that one. This is Kraft, who served the ball really well so far. Nice low flat floater, handled pretty well by Evans. Veree again out of the back row. Good touch by Mikolau. What a set by Thomas! And Mikolau high off the fingertips of Smith. And down in the deep corner on the LVC side. That is awesome awareness by Mike Mikolau. So often you see blockers, when that ball deflects straight up in the air, like short on the blocker's own side, that it's difficult for the blocker to figure out where the ball is. Mikolau not only figured it out, but passed it well and was available in transition to hit that ball. Petty off the block of Shields and just barely out of bounds on the LVC sideline. Serving 13, Christian Smith. Good float serve working on Jositis' hands. Kraft out of the back row, missed it out of bounds. Just wide of the sideline. Good looking wrist away swing, but missed the court by about a ball width, maybe even less. Good call though, that ball definitely out of bounds and a point on serve for LVC. They trail by 2. Kraft again, repeat set. And that one couldn't have been more inbounds, no matter how hard you try. Service sub going to come in here, number 12 in black, Mike Marshman. Actually, no, not a service sub, just a 1-for-1 middle blocker replacement. Marshman in for Lance Rogers here in rotation 1, perhaps trying to provide a little bit more offense. Marsh, a really threatening middle attacker. Petty, cross court. Actually, that may have been to the outside of Mikolau, but against just one blocker, there's almost no way Greg Petty going to be stopped. Serving 14. Hammer of a serve, handled pretty well by Kraft. This is Shields on the right side, cross court dug by Smith. Right on the net, but Veree commits a net violation as he tries to send it over. Good dig negated by the net violation, but a pretty good sign for LVC. As even with Sato on the floor, a sensational libero, they haven't dug that many balls. Shields misses that one well out of bounds. So Marshman in off the bench very recently here for Team LVC, a dangerous jump server. But how quickly is he going to be able to get warm? Might not go fully after this serve. Let's see. Keeps that one in play, handled really well by Jositis. Mikolau one-on-one off the shoulder of Marshman. And into my table here behind the court. Nice swing that time by Mikolau. 16. Nicolau been targeting Petty and middle back so far in this rotation, at least in this set. Right over the shoulder of Dave Evans and well watched out of bounds. Again, what is New York going to be able to do to take Chicago out of system and score some points on serve? The Chicago side-out offense has been pretty much flawless in this set. That's the fine line right there as Veeree misses that serve between serving tough and serving in. You've got to serve tough to put pressure on the other team's side-out offense, but you can't serve so tough that you miss a per game. It's a very tough balance and something that often has a massive impact on the result of high-level men's matches. Another service error, this time by Sawicki. A 6-2 substitution going to come in here for Team LVC to keep a setter and opposite in back row and front row respectively. Eric Martin going to come in to set Chris Huisman in at the opposite. Great pass by Kraft. Good move by Huisman, reaching outside of the line, but barely out of bounds on the Chicago side off the block touch. Here's Thomas. Handled pretty well by Sato. Martin to Petty down the line, dug by Thomas, but right on the net. Lugo Rodriguez, though, missed it out of bounds. Wow, remember that play. 1915 Chicago on what probably should have been an LVC point and failure to side out of rotation 2. Well, now it's basically rotation 2 with the 6-2 sub in. More service pressure from Thomas. Petty against two big blockers, and what a great high-level swing that is. High, hard off the fingertips of the block, and absolutely no chance for the Chicago defense to run down that touch. Another service sub going to come in here, Andrew Fishman. We saw him in set 1. Here he is again, replacing Lugo Rodriguez. LVC trails by 3. Opportunity here, though, to put some pressure on Chicago's offense. Good short serve system. Wow! What a wrist away bomb down the line. How did he find that angle? That was incredible. Kraft brought his feet so far inside to hit that ball. The LVC block adjusted, and nobody in the gym thought Kraft could turn that ball back wrist away, myself included. 2016 Icemen. Serve clips the tape, handled easily by Evans. Martin cross court to Petty, who detonates against the one-on-one. And side out hasn't really been the issue for New York, as I think the 6-2 sub is going to be undone here. A little bit of confusion for LVC. I can't imagine they want to leave Eric Martin in the front row, but that's exactly what they're going to do. Wow, I'm not sure they planned for this. 17-20, Huisman, a very good server, but Martin, an incredibly small blocker. Doesn't matter, though, as Poindexter, off the perfect pass, thumps that to the floor out of the middle. Maybe LVC's run out of substitutions. That's actually very possible. Only 6 substitutions, and LVC may have already used 5 of them. Thomas again, but out of bounds on the LVC side. So Martin, at 48 years of age and 5'6", still in the front row to block for Team LVC when they need points on serve the most. I think it's going to have to come from the service pressure of Greg Petty. He can take up some space, but some of these hitters are just unstoppable. Petty misses that one out of bounds, and LVC running out of opportunities here in set number 2. Again, the stakes of this match really high. But we know the history of this rivalry, recently dominated by Chicago. Huisman absolutely crushed cross court out of the back row. Pretty looking swing there. And so LVC going to use, I think, their last substitution to undo the service sub and get Lugo Rodriguez back in the middle. So Martin and Hoosman still in. Marshman serving. Really good pass from Josidas. Sawicki with the paintbrush, kept alive by Marshman, but tipped into the walk and rejected. Lugo Rodriguez in the middle, blocked by Sawicki. 23-19 now Chicago. Nicolaus serving, and 2 more points for Chicago to take an extremely commanding 2-0 lead. That ball missed out of bounds, but not by much. So now LVC back to rotations where they are much more comfortable with Martin serving and Hoosman back to the front. Kraft absolutely detonates sharp cross court. And set points coming up for the Icemen, 24-20. It'll be Scott Sawicki with the honors. Can he serve the set out in style? One-handed set from Martin to Evans, and cross court off the tape couldn't be kept alive by the Chicago defense. That is the value of Eric Martin right there. Gets the ball out of his hands so fast, or hand in that case. 21-24. Still set point Chicago, needing one side out here in rotation 6. Good pass by Mikolau. Shields for the set, cross court. What a dig by Martin. Evans out of the back row off the block of Kraft and down on the Chicago side. And there's one of those points on serve that LVC's been looking for. All started with the Martin dig. Oh, that serve by Evans missed just barely out of bounds. I thought that had a chance to tag the corner, and that's it. Set number 2 goes to the Chicago Icemen, 25-22. And they lead this best-of-5 set match, 2-0. In the last quarterfinal here in the 2021 VLA Cup. Can they beat their rivals again in this all-important battle? Or does LVC have some more tricks up their sleeve? We will see in a few minutes in set number 3. Stick around. Icemen did a good job. So is Dyke. I didn't realize they were both doing Icemen. Set number 3 coming your way. LVC trails 2-0 and will start off serving on the far side of your screen. Good pass by Kraft off the serve of Vary. Poindexter into the block, slows it down. Big opportunity here for LVC in transition. And Vary puts it away through the block and down on the Chicago side. Nice block touch that time by Lugo Rodriguez, slowed it down and enabled the New York transition offense. Good serve by Vary, an even better pass by Jositis. And Kraft, though, misses it out of bounds. Tried to absolutely destroy that ball straight down the line, but double-crossed it a little bit wide. Nice set, though, by Thomas. LVC, however, leads 2-0. Pass well to the right by Mikolau. This is Shields out of system, high off the hands of Dave Evans, and he puts it away. That is exactly what I want to see out of Griffin Shields, or what you all want to see if you're an Icemen fan. Now that Dave Evans has entered the game, when he's blocking, that is the guy that Shields should go after. Griffin pretty good at hitting the ball down the line. And Thomas pretty good at serving the ball. Here he is. Good one right on cue. This is Vary out of the back row, dug by Mikolau. Shields over the top of the block, but Sato runs it down. And did he get the block touch? No touch detected. Nice play there by Brandon Poindexter. Excellent dig there by Mike Mikolau earlier in the rally. Set that all up in Chicago. 2 points in a row to tie this thing up early on in set number 3. Another good rip. Really good move by Sato to get to the inside. Very similar swing by Vary to the last one, but Mikolau barely unable to keep that one alive. LVC retakes the lead. Evans handled really well by Jositis. Shields high into the hands of Lugo Rodriguez in rotation 1 on the left. Transition opportunity here. Petty into the block is covered. Vary somehow finds a seam in the block and puts it right on the end line. Jordan Vary is really heating up here. Evans doing a good job serving the ball. See if he goes after Kraft here, passing and hitting on the right in rotation 1. That's exactly where he goes, but a really good pass. Shields again missed it out of bounds cross court. Wow, missed opportunity there, I think against a one-on-one. Chicago would like to have that one back. Nice effort here from Team LVC, dialing up the service pressure just a little bit. Rolls that one short, handled really well by Mikolau. Kraft on the right side, into the block of Petty, kept alive by Sato. Petty high into the hands of Kraft. Opportunity here in transition for Chicago. Mikolau with the roundhouse. What on earth was that? The creativity from Mikolau. Spinning sideways and kind of over his back shoulder with his right hand. Crazy play there. Ooh, float serve by Kraft, trying to go to Petty in position 5. Just missed it wide. So Marshman into the match here for LVC, remaining in that second middle blocker spot. Lugo Rodriguez is going to go for the jump very much from him. Really good read by Jositis, somehow making that play off the tape. Tipped out of the pipe by Kraft. And with no libero on the floor, New York not able to keep it off the tile. That was an amazing play by Peter Jositis, the Chicago libero. That was a hard hit serve that hit the tape and changed direction, and he made an incredible on-the-fly adjustment. Joust kept alive by Chicago. This will be Mikolau against two big blockers, high into the hands of Marshman. And that ball is down. Pancake play unable to be made by Griffin Shields. And that's definitely a mistake there for Chicago. That ball hit high into the hands. Should have been covered easily. But a little miscommunication between Thomas and Shields. Good pass by Kraft. Sawicki out of the middle. Off the block touch and a diving Sato. Can't quite make the play. Shields was just given the green light from Faulkner on the sideline to go up and go after this. He does. Handled really well by Sato, though. Vary on the left. Sharp cross court and right in. Vary has played a little bit of outside hitter in his career. I think it was mostly when he spent a couple summers in the national team gym shortly after his college career at St. Francis. So comfortable on that left side in rotation one, which is important for a lot of these teams in their side out strategies. Here's Petty. Serve clips the tape, handled by Mikolau. He'll get an out of system swing. Over the top of the block, long. Did he get the block touch? No, he did not. And LVC with their largest lead of the match so far. 4 points at 9-5. New York fighting for their tournament life, down 2-0 in this elimination match, the winner of which goes to tomorrow's semifinals. Great pass by Jositis again, and absolutely detonated by Will Kraft to the deep cross-court corner. That is such a tremendous piece of serve receive by Peter Jositis. The kid is so good and such a difference maker for the Chicago team. 6 serving 9. Good pass by Evans. Court dug by Mikolau, right on the net. Kraft in transition, hammered down the line. That is classic Chicago Icemen volleyball right there. Any dig that they are able to get, whether it's off a block touch or not, they're able to turn into transition points right away. That dig by Mikolau, though, was fantastic. Right on the net. And a pretty good in-system delivery by Thomas. Good serve by Mikolau, but an even better pass by Evans. This is Vary again off the block of Kraft. And out of bounds down the line. Vary becoming the go-to guy here for Team LVC that we know he can be. Greg Petty been a little quiet lately. But LVC leads by 3, so going pretty well on the far side of your screen so far if you're a New York fan. Good adjustment by Mikolau on the pass. Kraft a little early to that ball, but it puts it away anyway. Off a diving Petty and middle back on LVC side. Nice cinematic look here at Scott Sawicki on the baseline camera. Big high toss. Goes up and gets it, and oh, I thought that might have been an ace serve. Ooh, just barely wide. Good looking wrist away rip that time. But LVC off the hook in that rotation. Thomas in the front row here for Chicago, along with Poindexter and Kraft. That serve missed out of bounds, similarly to the last one by Jordan Vary. 9 serving 11. Really good rotation here for Chicago blocking. Shields, Poindexter, and Kraft. A big physical wall of ice in the front row. Good rip by Thomas as well, but passed right on the net by Petty. And Lugo Rodriguez hammered through a seam in the Icemen block into the floor on the Chicago side. So the Legion lead has been 3 for a little while now. Let's see if Evans can extend it. Great pass by Jositis again. Poindexter wrist away. What a dig by Sato. Evans rolled, dug by Thomas. Kraft on the right side, high flat through the block. Deflected and he puts it away. That is a really high level smart swing by number 88 in blue. Kraft again. I praised his float serving earlier. Hits it really low to the tape. Difficult for passers to handle. That one not missed by much. But of course, the commentator's curse. We saw Lugo Rodriguez go for the jump serve there at the end of set number, or earlier in the set. He's going to do it again. That one sprayed badly out of bounds. Maybe there's a reason why he doesn't jump serve that often after all. Here's Poindexter. Petty, sharp cross court, and Poindexter not in the right spot to make that play. But even if he was, not very many people can dig that hard hit ball. Here's Smith in a pretty comfortable set of rotations for Team LVC, working on Mikolau with the float serve. Perfect pass. Sawicki through the hands of Marshman, I believe. And a defensive stab by Dave Evans couldn't be controlled on the New York side. Here's Shields. Adjusts to a pretty poor toss, keeps it in play. Marshman hammered to the floor. Team LVC out of the middle. And really doing a good job, Marshman is since coming in, providing some more attacking presence in that middle blocker spot. Rogers as good of a middle blocker as anyone. But Lance's connection with Christian Smith not quite as good as Marshman's this weekend so far. Here's Petty serving. Ace serve, no, not an ace serve, kept alive somehow. I can't believe that play. Varese gotta have this, and he does. High into a seam in the block and down on the Chicago side. That was an insane play from Sunil Thomas to keep that serve alive, but it all started with a serve of Greg Petty. That was a bomb. Petty now a 4-point lead. LVC looking to get on the board here in this match. Another hammer of a serve. Pretty good move from Kraft. This is Shields out of system. Dug by Smith off the block touch. Evans in transition, high off the hands of Sawicki and out of play. And this is exactly what LVC needed, a run like this. And this particular run triggers a Chicago timeout. 17-12 New York. Looking pretty good here to force a fourth set. We'll see if they can in just a few seconds. Petty continuing to serve out of the timeout here, 5-point lead. Did the timeout slow him down? Let's see. No, certainly not, but a really good pass from Kraft. Nicolau down the line. Smith couldn't handle the heat that time. And a good look inside out there by Chicago. An important one out of the timeout. Can Nicolau close this gap? Good pass by Sato again. Evans, cross court, dug by Jasitis. Sawicki will set this ball to Kraft. High through the block again. And he puts it away. Nice transition defense to offense for the Icemen. LVC can't get too comfortable with this lead. They know what Chicago is capable of better than just about anyone. 14-17. Another good serve by Nicolau. One-handed set though to Petty. Off the block of Sawicki. That was very close, but just out of bounds. Let's see if Marshman can put the pressure on. 4-point lead again here for New York. But looking for more. Good serve, but an even better pass from Kraft to fight it off. He'll get this ball, and he's absolutely roofed by Lugo Rodriguez with Vary there as well. You see, it all started with some pretty good service pressure. Marshman again. Perfect pass by Kraft. Shields high, hard down the line. He puts it away. That is just so pretty to watch. I just can't imagine what you as an opposing team can do to stop that. Shields contacting that ball just so high. Mickey. Goes after that one and might as well, down by 4. But that one not particularly close. And I think we're going to see the 6-2 substitution again here for New York. Yes, we are. Eric Martin and Chris Hoosman coming back in. But I think LVC's planned a little better and won't run out of substitutions this time like they did in set number 2. 20 serving 15. Overpass by Kraft. Oh, but a misconnection there from Martin to Lugo Rodriguez. I'm not even sure if that ball was intended for the big middle blocker. That might have been a quick outside set, honestly. It sends Thomas back to the line for Chicago. Now effectively rotation 1 receive here for New York with Evans on the left and Evans on the right and Hoosman on the left. Good serve by Thomas. Evans on the right side through a small seam in the block and down. That was really important for New York to get out of that rotation right away. And Evans delivered for him. He goes back to serve. Pretty good pass by Kraft to fight it off. Shields on the left in rotation 1. High over the block and off the defensive effort of Evans and out of play. Can Chicago make this comeback? LVC still leads by 4. Petty! Where did that ball land? The call is out of bounds. Yes, it is. That was a really big block by Shields, but barely missed the sideline. Now Fishman comes in again for Team LVC as a service sub. Good jump spinner working on Nicolau, but a perfect pass. Shields on the right side. What a block that time by Marshman. He came out of absolutely nowhere. I don't think Shields even knew he was there. A good cross-court swing negated by the late block move of number 12 in black, and LVC with the big point on serve, now very much on the verge of winning this third set. Overpassed and hammered to the floor by Petty, and set points coming up. 24-17. New York not going down in this match without a fight. And good work by Fishman coming in off the bench, serving tough, generating that overpass. He tried to do it again, but missed it well long. No harm done, though. As Chicago needs 6 points. Six points needed here for Chicago on the serve of Brandon Poindexter, but only one set point needed inside out for Team LVC. Not a good pass here by Evans. This will be Petty way out of system. Challenges the three-man block, and he beats him. Rattles it through the hands and scores, and that'll do it for set number 3. We are going at least 4. Team LVC takes the third by a score of 25-18. And this classic rivalry in the VLA Cup quarterfinals will go at least one more set. We will bring it to you live in just a few minutes. Stick around.
Hello. Do it? She dropped it. We were like the walking room today, but we were on like brutal. It's fun weekend now.
Set number 4 coming your way live from the 2021 VLA Cup. I'm Rob St. Clair. Team LVC took the third set against the Chicago Icemen by a score of 25-18, but they still trail 2-1. Sunil Thomas, the setter for Chicago, starting off the fourth in blue on the far side of your screen. Cuts that one short, handled by Petty, but he's out of the offense. What a set by Smith! Wow, that is just a fantastic piece. One-handed back set and hammered off the block by Amir Lugo Rodriguez. That was awesome. Rotation 1 receive here for Chicago. Not sure what the delay is here from the officials. I think we're good to go now. Lugo Rodriguez continuing with the jump serve. That one missed short. Really interesting that Coach CJ Denk has given him the green light to go after that. Kraft serving here for the Icemen. Smith, the front row setter in rotation 6. Oh, clips the tape. Marshman makes the pancake play. But Petty has to send over a free ball. And it scores. Wow, a free ball kill. You do not see that every day. Miscommunication on the Chicago side, and Greg Petty with the least emphatic kill of his career. 2-1 New York. Nicolau, did he get the block touch? No, I don't think so. Good serving here from Christian Smith, putting on some float service pressure. Look how far up the Chicago passers are. All they want to do is hand pass this ball. Jositis does. Nicolau over the top of the block is dug by Sato. That's a set from Smith. Petty has a swing at it, but misses it long. Smith apologizing that bump set wasn't a little closer than that. Tough thing to apologize for. Poindexter here, good short float serve. Petty on the right side of rotation 1 is rejected by Nicolau. What a block there by Chicago. And we're tied up at 3 here early on. Poindexter doing a really good job serving. Not traditionally a strength of his, but putting these float serves in a little short, and even Andrew Sato couldn't handle that one perfectly. That is a perfect pass by Dave Evans. Petty again on the repeat set. Good block touch by Sawicki. Evans out of the pipe, cross-body dug by Thomas. Really high set, giving Nicolau plenty of time. Swipes it into the block for the reset. Sharp cross court. Did he get the touch off Marshman? No. LVC gets out of rotation 1 the hard way after a pretty good rally, and Petty now back to the line. Oh, that barely rolls over the tape. Handled by Thomas. Out of system swing coming here from Nicolau. Cross court. Off the block touch and the defense and out of play. Nice high out of system rip that time for number 12. And I mentioned earlier, he's just coming off a league championship domestically in Sweden where he played this professional season. Trying to do the same here for the Chicago Icemen. Perfect pass by Petty. Marshman into the block of Sawicki, covered. Petty will set this ball to Vary, rolled over the top. Jositis makes the play. The pineapple, and in Sunil Thomas in Loy Ball's gym. Taking the pineapple from Indiana to Chicago and right in the deepest part of the position 5 corner. That was a beautiful play by number 5 in blue. Just love to see that play made. That's served by Shields, missed well out of bounds. But we're tied up at 5. Marshman here serving against Chicago, rotation 4, trying to break tie. Good serve into the seam, but Jositis makes the move. The slide! Wow, you do not see that every day. What a creative call. Scott Sawicki running behind the setter. Not even a full slide necessarily, but a one-footed takeoff just behind the setter Thomas and thumped to the floor. That was cool. Good pass by Petty. Lugo Rodriguez returns the favor with an absolute bomb. My goodness, straight down, probably right on the 10-foot line. The Southern California middle blocker denting the floorboards. Here's Vary. Good serve. Jositis has to fight it off. This is Kraft down the line off the block of Smith and out of bounds. The intensity level here has started to ratchet up just a little bit. LVC did a good job of flipping the script and taking that third set. But this is going to be a battle here in the fourth. Sawicki serving. Good rip, but another really good pass by Petty. Lugo Rodriguez again, blocked but covered by Poindexter. Vary into the block, over the tape somehow. And down on the Chicago side, kind of a lucky break that time for New York. (7-7) Evans. Look how much space there is to Jositis' right in the Chicago passing pattern. Shields, high, deep cross court, and that is straight up unstoppable. Such a good swing by number 13 in blue. He's playing really well. Here's Thomas. Clips the tape, handled reasonably well by Evans. Nobody there, but Lugo Rodriguez keeps it alive somehow. Oh, Petty cross court. Sato keeps it alive, but then absolutely destroyed on the overpass by Brandon Poindexter. Some inspired defense in that play by Team LVC. But Poindexter mercilessly pounds that to the floor. Thomas again. See if he goes after Evans again in position one. There's a little bit of traffic going on over there on the LVC side in this rotation. That's exact. Petty against three blockers. Did he get the touch? Yes, he did. That is such a good high-level swing. Had no intention of hitting the ball into the court. You might think that's a little bit weird. Why wouldn't you want to hit the ball into the court? Well, you don't have to be afraid of the block as an attacker at this high of a level. You can use it to your advantage, and that's exactly what Petty did. Lugo Rodriguez going after it again. I thought that might have caught the end line, but our line judges disagree. No argument from Team LVC. And you know that if they disagree with the call, you would know about it. 10 serving 8. Good pass by Evans again. Petty is rejected on the tip. A double contact called there. Our officials are going to talk about this. I thought that was a double contact off of Petty off the block. Really good discipline move there by Shields not to get tooled on that tip attempt. But the conversation is, was that touch by Petty legal? Because Sato kept it alive after that. It looked like a double contact to me. Officials are still talking about this, and the call is going to be net violation Chicago. That is not what I thought one of the options was. Wow, they're going to give LVC the point on saying that Chicago touched the net. That was not the call initially. Interesting. The decision has been made and is now being explained to Will Kraft of the Icemen. Yeah, LVC will take this point, and the score now 9-10. Interesting turn of events there. So Smith back to serve, now trailing only by 1. Rotation 2 receive here for Chicago. Again, look how far up their passers are trying to receive this float serve. Good serve by Smith. Mikolau, though, down the line. Smith stabs at it but can't keep it alive. Poindexter here serving, who's done a pretty good job in these rotations so far. See if he puts another one in short. Yes, handled really well by Sato. Varee, sharp cross court and misses it short into the tape. No touch off the block. And a definite unforced error there for Team LVC in rotation 1 pass. Good question. Is Will Kraft related to Aaron Kraft, the Ohio State basketball player? They actually do look kind of similar, but no. Will Kraft spelled with a C. Nice rip there by Petty on the right side in rotation 1. LVC trailing by 2. Do they have the energy in the banks to make this little miniature comeback? They've got some time to do so, but this is a big opportunity for Greg Petty. Just barely out of bounds. That was really close, and the Icemen bench is loving it. Petty is a Chicago guy, remember. There's a lot of friendships there. Serve also not missed by much. That time Shields with the service error. Here's Marshman. Good move into the seam. Mikolau. That block by Sawicki, or excuse me, attack by Sawicki off the block and just out of bounds. It's a good side-out offense there from Chicago. Let's see if Mikolau can make Team LVC earn this next side-out. Tries to go wrist away down the line to Evans' left and misses it wide. So Chicago giving some gifts to their longtime rivals in the form of some service errors, but LVC not taking advantage and scoring on serve. In comes the 6-2 again. We'll see if this can do the trick for LVC to close this gap. 12-14. Shields, nice adjustment, staying behind the attack line and rolling that ball short to the floor. Sato not making that read quite fast enough. Here's Sawicki. Good serve. Sato can't keep it alive, and Martin can't pursue it legally. That's an ace. For the big Chicago middle blocker, Scott Sawicki. No timeout here from LVC, I think. Not their best serve-receive rotation now, since the 6-2s come in with Martin and Hoosman. Dave Evans hitting on the right, Hoosman on the left. Another good serve, but a really good pass by Petty. Hoosman high into the hands. Transition opportunity here for the Icemen. Shields is rejected by Lugo Rodriguez. Wow, that ball may have been going out of bounds off the block, but it tagged Will Kraft in the shoulder on its way. 13-16. Good pass there by Kraft. Sharp cross court. What an angle that is. Will Kraft really slicing one off sharp. Here's Thomas. Another good serve. Chicago is just unleashing from the service line right now. Quick tempo back set. Wow. What a delivery that was by Eric Martin. And a pretty good adjustment from Hoosman to slap it through the block and down. Fishman in again, number 6 in black, as a service sub for Team LVC. (14-17). Rolls that one short, handled by Kraft in rotation 1. Poindexter into the block of Marshman. Transition opportunity here. Bick to Evans. What a dig by Jositis, but overpassed. Marshman tipped, picked up by Tom. Here's Kraft. Fishman makes the play. Oh, the missed connection. Wow, a big missed opportunity there for Team LVC. Martin not quite able to stretch to get to that pass. And the connection to Marshman not there. Good rally ended with the offensive misconnection. 18-14 Chicago. Good flat float serve. Overpass, and Mikolau may have hit it out of bounds. No, called right on the sideline. That happened in a hurry. That ball went to the floor quick. I couldn't tell if it caught a piece of the line. The call is that it did. And LVC running out of time here, facing a 5-point deficit. And down 2-1, are going to call a timeout to figure out how to mount this comeback. Stay tuned to see if they can pull it off. Huge point here out of the timeout. 19-14 Chicago. LVC absolutely must get out of this rotation now. Good pass by Petty. Petty is rejected by Poindexter. What a move by number 18 in blue. That block right on the sideline. And now I think the 6-2 is going to be undone prematurely. And yes, it is. Wow, that could be a match-clinching block for the Chicago Icemen. Smith and Vary back in. Smith in the front row in rotation 6. What a huge play. 6-point lead for the Icemen. Passed well off the net by Evans. Platform set coming here from Sato to Petty. Through the triple block and down on the Chicago side, and LVC absolutely had to have that point to have pretty much any chance of making this comeback. 15-20. This is not over yet. Chicago leads 2-1 again. Good Smith. Mikolau rolled, picked up by Sato. Set by Vary, but a free ball has to be sent over. Shields into the block. Good touch to slow it down. Oh, but Smith can't quite run up to the net fast enough to get two hands on that ball. One-handed set attempt, not even close. So now Chicago brings Tim Faulkner in off the bench to serve for Poindexter. A good substitution. The Icemen captain coming in to serve and play some defense. 21-15.